Welcome to the episode. I'm here with my podcast partner, Brenton Stewart. What's going on, Brenton?
Hey, what's going on, guys? What's up, Warren?
Hey, what's good? What's good? Man, I'm glad to be on the podcast again. It's always great to share updates, share our journey, share what we're doing, um, and all that. And I'm having fun. I'm not sure about you. I'm sure you're having fun too, Brenton.
Well, I'm having fun, but it's the end of the semester right now, so
Oh,
I'm extremely stressed. Finals coming
yeah,
up
yeah.
this week,
Oh
and
man.
it's do or die in biology right now. So
Yeah.
it's win or go home, win or fail.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but you gotta win, man. You
No,
gotta
oh
win.
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
we're about. We try and make it happen here.
definitely.
Man, dude, bro, I'm just really super excited for you to it's like we were just talking like a few years ago, like how you're gonna get through this process to get your degree, and now you're almost to the end, man. Like huge congrats. Like even though you're not done with the semester, but hats off to you, man, because you deserve it.
Thank you, Warren, man. Yeah, it's a journey. I remember when we first linked up in California and we
Yeah,
started having these meetings and trying to help each other be healthy advocates for our journeys to becoming
yeah,
doctors of physical therapy. And we there's a lot of times where a lot of us have fallen and which
yeah,
I mean, granted, gave us like a feeling of that we're not, worthy enough to become doctors of physical therapy, and yeah, I mean, we just keep each other up and
yeah,
keep each other going on the journey.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. Totally agree.
yeah, I got
Yeah,
kind of
I just
lost.
no, it's all good. I'm here to pick it up here. Yeah, man. Like I don't know what else to say, man. Like there's so many people that we've met, and like we stay in touch, and uh, and sometimes uh, we let go of moments where like we want to we're always connected. I'll just say that we're always connected, whether on the podcast or just with each other in general. Like we'll get on a call, we'll do texts, in between, in the semester, or just what we're going through, man. I'll just shoot you a text when I'm like just feeling lost.
Yeah, yeah, it's tough,
And
bro. You need that.
yeah,
I finally found the word that made me start going on a tangent of other things, but
what was the word?
accountability, bro. Yeah, it's
Yo,
accountability
yeah,
partners.
yeah,
Um, yeah. That is what helped us,
yeah,
get to the point where we're at now. And I always kind of I knew you guys were ahead of me a lot.
yeah,
And I had a
yeah,
lot of I pretty much had to start
yeah,
almost from the
yeah,
bottom and work
yeah.
my way up. Um and now
Now you're there, man. Like you're just
I'm
with us.
it's yeah, it's there, but it's still so far away, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know, everybody got their pressures and stuff,
yeah,
and I'm glad our community has showed others that aren't 21, 22, 23 years old on their journey to becoming doctors of physical therapy.
yeah,
And it
yeah.
varies in age, and so
It really does.
that's beneficial. And then but yeah, man, I don't so I have to take Chem 121, 122, Physics
Yeah.
151, and 152. Uh,
So these are all
that's
prereqs. So let's.
Yeah, all prereq stuff. These are the final for my journey to be able to
Yeah,
apply to PT school. Um,
yeah,
but just those classes, that sounds like a minimum another
Yeah.
2 years, another 2 years of
Yeah.
study. So before I get there, which
Yeah.
is
It's just the way the
it's
school system, is set up where like, where it's like for one semester, it's going to be this long. And I don't
yeah,
know if it's fair to say like it is what it is. Like, I mean, there are online options, and this really depends on your grad program if they accept online courses, online prerequisites still. Um, it's been a while, so I don't know what the requirements right now is.
yeah.
But,
I
but
mean,
yeah, like
they're always changing, and some of them surprise me.
yeah,
Like I s- I seen like 2 or 3 weeks ago there was a doctor of physical therapy program accepting students without a bachelor degree. I was like, what? I was like, what? But yeah, I don't know
I I
what's
think I've
going
heard
on.
about that, but yeah. All right, but anyways, we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
It's
let's
gonna be
go.
another update. Yeah, it's gonna be another episode update video, update podcast. To kind of just have you all along in this journey. I am feeling more of a non-traditional. I've said this so many times, and I've been on, and I'm just, and I've talked about last episode about. Um, I'm not sure if my last episode on our audio podcast. Maybe I'll have to upload that. I believe it's on our YouTube. By the way, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a podcast set up for y'all on YouTube, so you can see the videos. There's a couple of videos related to our podcast that you can check out on Pre-PTs in Motion YouTube channel. The podcast is available there, and we're going to be more consistent uploading there so y'all can see more of a visual, having a visual option, video option, audio option, and I'm trying my best, and we're all trying our best to put ourselves out there and sharing our story. So I think YouTube is a great platform to have podcasters like us uh, to be on. So it's another opportunity for us to grow, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
man. Like
so
Warren,
yeah,
you said the word non-traditional. Like a lot of people
yeah,
take that and it feels uncomfortable, but
yeah.
the more I listen to other student stories, I feel like
Yeah.
non-traditional students is like the majority.
Yeah, the more
Is
I
the
see it, it's like
majority of PTs.
yeah, I do see that. I do see that. Um,
Yeah.
all right, so let's share a little bit of our uh about what we're doing right now, a little bit updates. I'll go with mine. Um, as if some of y'all don't know that I was trying my best to find a job in the meantime, finding a job that I like, finding a temporary career, and it may not be temporary career. I may infuse it later on when like during grad school or after grad school, as a doctor of physical
Mhm.
therapy. And I've witnessed this through a personal trainer, a coach, a fitness trainer who is now combining, fitness and helping men. And he's actually my fitness coach, and his name is Dr. Jason Wright. Brenton, you obviously know him.
Oh, definitely,
And
definitely.
yeah, so like I've
Think
been
he
with, yeah,
think he
I
just
just
got
been with.
married too.
Go ahead.
So I think he
Yeah,
just got
like
married. Yeah.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Huge congrats to Jason. Uh,
Jason Wright.
yeah, yeah, Jason Wright, Dr.
The
Jason
right
Wright,
way.
and the right way. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to follow him, I think we have him on our Instagram, and you can find him through there because we follow him on Instagram there. But anyways, I see how there's so many ways to link, a higher degree, a higher, educational base, and not only like it's a clinician based, and to help clients and help, your a different way to help patients. And I think I may want to go that route too, where I may I don't know if I want to open my business. I don't know. Maybe in the future. But I see how I can incorporate like how people can get way better past beyond physical therapy and how physical therapy can be infused in people's programs and their fitness programs, you know, post surgery, post injury, whatever issue is, you
Yeah.
know. So yeah, I think I don't know why I was talking about this.
So, oh, you
Or-
was talking about your going
oh
into the
yeah,
new job and stuff.
yeah. So again, like for those who don't know yet, I finally found a position where I am a fitness trainer, a personal trainer, and I'll even be more open about it. This I am helping more of older adults, like the elderly population, and it's a different way. It's different because it's not your typical physical therapy aid job, right? Like you are playing a more of I believe you're playing a little bit more of an active role in terms of you know, fitness, right?
Mm.
There's a huge difference as a personal trainer and versus a PT aide or a PT technician, right?
Mm.
You are certified as a personal trainer. I am certified as a personal trainer, and I took the leap. I found a I found a job and position where I can help uh, people to continue their fitness when it comes to strength, to whatever their goal is. And for the elderly population, I think it's even great because uh, you know now there's some people are going to need some balance focused exercises or strength exercises, and that pushes me to think deeper and think critically and really see myself as a personal trainer, you know,
Yeah.
and like not I don't know if you want to call the word prescribe, but like give them a
No,
a program. Yeah, go
yeah.
ahead.
No, go ahead. I was
Yeah,
gonna say
like
there's nothing wrong with it. I like to sometimes I say it, prescribe, exercise program um
yeah,
for the patient or the client.
okay. Well, yeah, like it, I'm I can now say that I can see myself in a different way in terms of personal training, and it was hard for me back then to accept myself as a personal trainer, maybe because of my own goals, maybe the way I see myself. Maybe, and honestly, I said this before, it was like fear of like becoming this personal trainer. I was scared to do that, maybe because it was the new thing, and just being kind of fearful of not knowing what if I don't know this, what if I don't know that. There's always going to be those situations, right, Brenton? What do you think?
Yeah. Uh I guarantee it. You're always gonna come across something new. But there
Yeah,
you definitely have to approach every situation on a individual basis and then be able because you can't treat everybody the same. Everybody's body
yeah,
doesn't look the same. Um,
exactly.
so yeah, it's pretty much what I got for that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just want to add one more thing. Like I did my first
yeah,
assessment 2 days ago as a
yeah.
personal trainer. I'm like,
How is that? Like, I was like is in terms of programming, your assessment was that something that the your current position employer gave you to go off a
no.
sheet, or is that something that you made your you programmed yourself
So
as far as the assessment?
my first assessment was actually was just kind of incorporating first on hand of like what they've given me, you know,
Okay.
their sheets and their stuff like that, and go through that first. But I am I have the opportunity as a with the certification that I have is through ACE, right? So
Hmm.
ACE is the American Council on Exercise. It's a certification. Brenton has NASM, uh, National. I've
Academy of
forgotten what.
Sports Medicine.
Yeah, so these are certifications where you can get certified. These are associations you can get certified through these companies where you can you can call yourself as a personal trainer and take the test and certify through those, right? So, um, like I was saying, I think I'm given the opportunity where my next assessment I'll be using the ACE, the assessments that ACE has taught me, and
Yeah.
I've been given the latitude to actually do that now. Like I want to do because I'm certified through this, this association. So let me use those instead of following the basic. But I was kind of, I'll be honest, Brenton, I was kind of like scared too because it's
Okay.
been so long. It's been so long to opening the book and looking at all the assessments, like the
Yeah.
Thomas test, the I don't know, some sort of balance test. Like I've totally forgotten. I had to review again,
Hmm.
and and obviously the education as a personal trainer is ongoing. Like any profession, like education is always ongoing, and you just have to apply yourself every day and just show excellence every time that you're about it, right? So,
Yeah.
um, so my first assessment was quite basic, whatever my fitness manager gave to me,
Okay.
and I just did that. I just did that,
Um,
and yeah,
I think she got to give them a spotlight. Like, so for me, when I'm creating an assessment, I'm thinking about, what are the goals of the client? Um,
yep,
uh, what limitations does the client have? Um, and I can kind of factor in um, stretches before
yep,
performing these. Usually self-myofascial release, or and then
yeah,
some active stretches. Um,
yeah,
might perform like some short agility, quickness, just like maybe one or two, just to get the body moving a
yeah,
little bit, heart rate up there, and then
yeah,
an example of like for assessments that I would do is the overhead squat, um, where the client would have their hands above their heads and they would push their hips back
hmm
in descent to a squat. And
hmm
we'll perform that. And I'll be looking from the front, the side, and the back, um, at different joint locations to be able to decide, hey, this person might be leaning too far forward,
yeah,
different things like that. Maybe like in the pulling assessment when they're using a cable, um,
yeah,
or a band, their head might protrude forward, and that
yeah,
can tell me something. I'm like, okay, I can write that down, and I can assign exercises that will help mitigate that factor. That's just an
yeah,
example of a little bit
exactly,
of an
yeah,
assessment.
yeah. So yeah, like those are some of the assessments I'll probably have to do, and probably my future assessments will be incorporated through using smarter ways like and you mentioned about like the overhead squat um and stuff like that. So yeah, I think
Yeah,
I'll this takes time. I will definitely get better at it and find my way of I feel that's that, and plus it's always going to be individualized. What assessments are important to use or what assessments that are not important and what I need to focus on more of. That's going to
it's
be
mhm,
so that's just going to
exactly.
be yeah, that's going to be a process. So man, like overall, man, I'm having fun. I was a bit scared. So like this coming week I did my first assessment.
Yeah.
This week I actually taught did a little small group fitness class. It was just a group of three. I was ready
Hmm.
for like group. I was ready for a group of 15 if there was,
Yeah,
but
and
but
that's
there
funny.
wasn't.
I was thinking the exact same number. I'm like 15, 12.
Yeah, yeah. Like I was ready. I was rehearsing. I was like, hey, we're gonna start with the warm up. Get our heart rates up, going. We'll focus on a little bit of a maybe mobility work. I was just ready to go. I had my own program ready to go, and I was like, okay, cool. And then it was a Friday, and I saw like it was only three three people that showed up. I'm like, okay, I'm okay with that because
Hey,
I,
that's good. So well, you were leading a class, a group
yeah. So
class.
this was like a level 1 fitness class. It was nothing really too crazy. I was quite impressed by the fitness of a lot of seniors. Um, a personal trainer training seniors who were they were doing boot camp. They were deadlifting. They were doing
Mm-hmm.
push-ups,
Mm-hmm.
uh, battle ropes. Like that
Yep.
stuff exists. Like shout
Yeah.
out to our seniors, man. Like
I mean,
they
yeah,
know what's up,
that's what I aspire to be like, once
man.
I get up there in age, I definitely want to be still performing these movements
Yeah, these
at
like
a
these
good level.
man, like these are functional human beings. Like any population you're gonna deal with, like it's so fascinating, man. Like everyone has this opportunity to be great and be strong. You
Mm.
know, it's not about physique anymore. It's about being functional and staying functional all through your life. You know,
Yeah,
um,
I feel, I know what you're saying. I feel like it's just whatever goal that person want to have,
yeah,
as long as it's healthy and it's beneficial to your life, then yeah,
yeah,
let's achieve this. Let's work on it.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. So yeah. So anyways, like I'm having fun, man. Like for this new job, and I want to obviously stick around because there's so much to learn and and apply, knowledge as a personal trainer. I'm just going to continue with that. Not just, and it's even though I say I'm putting, my grad stuff on hold,
yeah,
I think it's safe to say as well that it's going to better myself as an applicant, I think.
mm-hmm.
Not to say that like, oh, I'm a personal trainer. That's going to look nice on my grad apps. No, this is actually a journey for me because I want to make use of my degree that I've gotten so far, right?
Yes,
Use that skill, use the knowledge that I've learned from my like, courses that I've learned as a kinesiology major,
mm.
Like
Yeah,
why not give that a shot? Why just go straight into grad school and like, take the classes and like go for another higher degree? I just don't see the point.
mm. No,
I'm
yeah,
wondering if you have, I wonder if you have any thoughts on that.
no, I completely agree, bro. Like, definitely doing something that's gonna help people, because that's exactly what you want to do, is like
Yeah,
actually doing these things. And man, look, tell you the truth, sometimes it's uncomfortable, um helping others,
yeah,
through exercise and stuff like that. But um on a higher level, you're kind of like, they're dependent on you. So I guess
yeah,
getting comfortable with working with clients who are easy to work with, and getting comfortable with clients who aren't so easy to work with,
yeah,
um, and helping them progress to their goals and stuff is the best. And I think that's what you're doing. You're
yeah,
continuing to be able to help others, and you feel
yeah,
better doing that than just sitting down and just trying to worry about yourself and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I commend you
yeah.
on
Like,
that.
well,
Thank you. Go
thanks,
ahead.
man. Like, well said. Like, I totally agree. So I'm comfortable to prolong this, but now the question is like, how long should I prolong? That depends. That depends on how I'm still like, keeping the lookout like on the programs that I'm looking at, but and being consistent on what are their updates for when it comes to next month and next month, next month. Are there any updates to the grades? Like how, okay, so if I've done A or a B since last year, how long will that A and B hold for? And some programs will hold that A or
Ooh.
those grades for like for a couple of years, but like you gotta have to be on it, So
Yeah. Um, man. Yeah, I think you're good, man. And I think you're also like you're not putting anything on pause. Everything is still working
yeah,
in the same way. It's just you're putting more attention towards this while you're balancing this
yeah,
for your waiting for your window to open up for you can apply to PT school again. So I don't think you ever
yeah,
put it in on pause. It's just it's all go.
yeah,
Everything is
yeah.
all go, man.
It's just yeah. I guess it's not a pause. It's just this is where I'm at in life. This is where I'm putting my focus on, and just
Hmm.
taking it from there. It's like I'm still not really going blindly. And to be fair, yeah, maybe I have to maybe for next month, soon enough, I have to kind of just refresh my memory of like where am I in the application process? Like what are there any classes I need to pay attention to? Do I need to retake any classes? Maybe, I don't know. And
Mm.
see this when I say I don't know, that means that should be an indicator that maybe I should revisit a little bit and spend just a little bit of time during the weekend, just to see where am I at, So
Facts, facts.
yeah.
Um, yeah, man.
But anyways,
Uh,
so that's a little bit about me. I want to let Brenton share something about like what you've been up to. Seriously, yeah, I think we talked a little bit
uh,
in the beginning, but you can do more.
yeah, yeah. So for me, it's been tough. So this semester I'm taking biology, um, and a nutrition class. This nutrition class, we've had three projects that we had to work on,
Yeah.
all extremely hard based on like cultural things. Like I forgot the first project. The second project, we had to interview someone of a different culture, have these questions, write a report, and all of this. And then the third one, had to uh, we had to write another thing about like culture and nutrition. So
Mm,
for example, I took and I wrote about the South of the United States of America and the
hmm
different regions. So you got the Atlantic South, the South Central South, the West Central South, and all of that like they have their own little different type of cuisines and everything that they enjoy, and have kind of um, fostered in, and it's been accultured into different versions of the South. So, and
mm,
even up north in the Midwest and the West, like everybody's foods kind of meshed together, and it was pretty cool doing it because I mean, you of course you learn more about a culture and have more respect. And then my other project I had was oh, I just thought about it, but I forgot. Anyways, moving on. Um,
gotcha.
yeah, but for me this semester, man, biology, I've been going to office hours, tutor, um,
hmm
study with supplemental income, and I will be tracking the information that we need for lecture and lab. But when it comes to taking an exam, I
Yeah.
can I can transcribe it, but I can't translate it.
Mm,
um, so like it's been tough with that. And now I'm I'm just trying to get a C. So
mm,
finals
yeah.
is coming up. finals is coming
100%.
up, and yeah, it's a it's more time. Tough week for me this week, and then also I'm graduating next week, which most people are like really excited about and stuff, but weirdly, I find myself kind of more like stressed out and
Yeah, yeah,
it's just like it's like that this is nice, but I have a bigger goal than this, and
yeah,
this is just something that's this is the middle run. It's the middle stop
yeah,
on the hill, and I still got to get to the top and back down.
yeah,
So
right. Yeah,
um yeah, so it's part of the process. For me, I still have to take two chemistry classes and two physics classes. I feel like that's going to be minimum 2 years left. Um,
mm,
it kind of plays a role into my mentality to where I'm thinking, oh man, it's more time before I can even
mhm,
start to apply to PT school, which becomes a stressor. But
yeah,
especially, I mean, just financially, like I mean, the economy is kind of crazy.
yeah,
The economy is crazy, bro, and you need to have a career in order to to make it out here. Uh, be able to pay the extreme price of rent,
yeah,
um,
yeah,
and then trying to eating healthy isn't cheap at all either. So,
yeah,
um, yeah. As far as myself and helping others, this it's been weird because usually I'm like all I'm helping. I'll still help others, but not at the rate that I used to, because
mm,
this energy has to be used for myself with this
of
with this
course. Yeah,
biology class. So it's tough. Um,
yeah,
and I mean, my heart and soul wants to be still helping people at a high level and helping
yeah,
myself at a
right.
high level. I gotta find. It's just finding that happy medium is so uncomfortable. But um,
Yeah,
this summer I will not be taking classes, um, and I will definitely be helping more people train. I plan on.
mm,
Um, for me, right now, in my journey to PT school, I just, like I said, I have to take those two chems, two physics. Um, what's um
mm.
the GRE? I
Yep.
potentially may have to take. I potentially might not have to take.
Yeah, it
Um,
depends. Yeah,
depends when I'm applying to PT school.
yeah,
As far as volunteer hours, I've worked for a PT clinic as a physical therapist tech for about a year and a half.
mm,
Um, I have plenty of observation hours there, observation hours in other disciplines.
yeah,
I
right.
do need to I do need to get some inpatient um, hours in, um, and that doing that isn't so necessarily so easy to get into like hospitals and stuff. It's a
Right.
process. So I'm thinking definitely just use um the accepted system, uh, online observation hours, and just try to use that as my fill gap as
Yeah,
um
right.
applying to PT school for that.
Yeah.
Um
For those who
so
don't know, for those who don't know, like what the acceptance system is, it's called Pre-PT Grind. It's a it's a business that helps uh,
but
pre-PTs, pre-physical therapy students to get into grad school and also beyond. They have some other stuff. that are pretty awesome. And one of them is really to see have an open mind of like how you can help people further in when it comes to your own business and
Mhm.
and stuff like that. So I think it's really cool. And
Help
yeah, so
helps
like
cr- it also helps create like a roadmap on your journey to
yeah,
becoming a doctor of physical therapy, understanding what is expected, what's needed, other ways to
yeah,
stand out, gives you resources, the whole community that flourishes and accountability and helping one another, motivation for one another. Uh,
mhm,
so for everybody to reach that goal. So it's enough fuel, it's enough octane. It's 91 grade.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a really powerful community, and a part of it is this they were what they were doing since during the pandemic was they created this observation virtual observation hours, and a lot of other professionals and clinicians were doing the same thing. Even doctors were doing this for organizations, nonprofit organizations were doing this as well. So they're holding virtual observation hours, and Pre-PTs Grind happened to be one of them to do that. And I believe they still continue to do that. It's been a while for me,
Yeah.
observation hours, but
Oh well, yeah. They yes. Observation hours is still going on. Join the
yeah,
community, and they'll post when observation hours will be available, and you'll have plenty of time to plan at that time to be available for it. Um,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I'll just say this: if you have any like if you have like if you're stuck somewhere in this whole grad app thing, reach out to us to see if how we can help you, and I'm sure that we can help you use some guidance in some way, shape, or form, and
Mhm.
or even show you, the community that we're always like asking for help or like looking for insights and just getting help from other pre-PTs as well. So if it's something that you would like to, look into and not only look into be and I actually actively participate in, hit us up. Either through our Instagram, TikTok, even our personal pages. I'll try to link our personal pages down below in the description.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah. Is there anything else, Brenton, you want to share out?
Um. mm, Yeah. I didn't know graduation was so expensive, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
the cap, the gown, invitation, all of
Yeah,
that, everything that goes into that, man. Expect to spend over $500.
yeah. No,
I didn't
yeah,
know it was that
it's pretty
expensive, and
expensive.
then yeah, I mean, and then trying to get family and everybody together. But yeah, that's that. Talked about talked about graduation, talked about my
Yep,
journey into DPT,
yep.
talked about um, struggles as in this biology class. Um,
And you'll get through it, man. I'm sure of it. So,
let's
yep.
go. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm hopeful.
And then I
Um,
talked about, my whole job situation, holding that. But
okay.
yeah, I mean, this is an update, and I think it's always great to have these things to update. And I'm kind of itching later on during the summers to like do another interview, like do another conversation with another clinician.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
we're gonna I believe we're gonna this summer we'll have more time to like kind of focus on the platform. So there's
yep,
gonna be some things in the works
yeah,
as far as getting more active and postings
yeah,
as far as uh posting to YouTube, our YouTube channels. Um
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to
So
share one thing. So when it comes to content creating, this is probably the last segment I want to talk about content creation. It's been interesting, man. It's been a lot of.
yeah,
I've been very, very creative for the past more than a year about just putting myself out there. And also you, Brenton, you've been putting yourself out there at times, and just trying experimenting like how to be more engaging or just how to be more creative. And
yeah. We're gonna take off
um,
this summer.
huh?
So we're gonna take off this summer.
Oh
And
yeah,
that and
man.
that and that and that content creating. Yeah.
Yeah,
As
I think
far
so, man.
as getting these videos of exercises and giving instruction on how to do these exercises um, will definitely populate on your feeds a lot more often
Yeah,
this summer.
yeah,
It's grind time.
yeah.
So
Right now, it's kind of grind time for Brenton to get through some of the finals, but I'm sure a lot of things will open up for him, and it's gonna be go time for the summer, man. So I can't wait when he's at that stage, and also like for me too, where both of us can collaborate again.
yep,
I mean, we are in some form are still collaborating with each other,
yeah,
um, but it's not full send where we need to be. But yeah, I mean, I'm just having fun, just sharing my story, sharing our story, and that's what it's about. Like I know there's people out there that can relate, and that's all I want to do, and also just create
yeah,
a
bro,
really awesome community, man. So
yeah.
yeah,
We're gonna do that. Gonna get you to shoot some videos. Gonna use some of these videos for when I finish my product, as
nice, yeah,
far
yeah, yeah,
as for personal trainers and stuff.
yeah.
Have that
Brenton's
up
on the
there.
works.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
couple things in the works, man. There's products for personal training, and then there's yeah, that's the big one. That's the big behemoth right now.
yeah.
And
At some point, you gotta let us know. Can't wait for that.
NSCA um certification. Getting
Oh yeah.
studying
All
for
right.
that.
Yeah.
Gonna start studying more specific with that. So we'll
Yeah. Brenton's
join.
talking.
We'll be
Yeah.
together doing that.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So
Yeah. Brenton's talking about like the strength certification, correct?
mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
just strength and conditioning certification with NSCA.
cool. Yeah, that's something that I want to work on too. All right. So the last thing I just want to put out there, like, I really want to hear from the community. Hopefully we can reach some people here through this podcast. What are you interested in? Like, I feel like, for instance, like we can probably do something really, really like really interesting. Since we're both personal trainers, I feel like we can be engaging with like sharing exercises here and there on our Instagram page or even on TikTok, um,
Hmm.
and just sharing like one favorite exercise. Man, we're supposed to be mover enthusiasts, or
Move. Yeah, 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 yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That's
So
it. Yeah, yeah. We
yeah,
are. We
so I
are.
feel like yeah, and we are like that's what we're about. Like the saying goes like motion is lotion, like all these things. Like we gotta we say it, but we gotta show it. So like I feel like we can create content and just like be engaged in terms of like do something like show like whether it's squats, mobility, or like I don't know, man.
Oh no, yeah, yeah. We'll work on that. We'll definitely work on that.
Yeah. So that's all I got, man. That's
That's,
just a little update about me and a little bit of update about you. How about we just share some encouraging words and call it off? You got any
yeah.
words?
Stretch,
Stretch.
stretch. Trust me. You need to stretch. As you get
Yeah,
older,
I agree.
you're not stretching, man. You gonna feel it. It's not gonna be nice.
Yeah,
So
no,
yeah,
yeah, I agree.
stretch.
Stretch.
That's my
I'll say yeah, stretch, and I'll say what's my words of encouragement. I'll say this like wherever you are, um, it is okay wherever you are. Like whether it's school related, whether it's life related, whether like you're paying bills, whether you're trying to get rid of this credit card debt, what I talked about in the earlier episode, which I'm doing, and I'm trying to learn like what are the benefits of holding a credit card, like loans, like
mm,
wherever you are, it's okay. And just don't be I don't know what the word, I guess what I'm trying to say is just don't let your
don't be too
situation
hard on
go by.
yourself.
Don't be too hard on yourself, but don't let the situation go by. Like be interested, like why is this happening right now? Why am I in this
Yeah.
situation? What do I need to do to be
Mhm.
proactive to get yourself out of this situation, whether it's bad or whether you see it as bad or just see it as it's like somewhere that you're being stagnant. Um,
Yeah.
it is okay to be there, but you also
You need a plan.
yeah, plan also just like just find the time to take action on those things that you feel like that are just holding you back and that you're putting on a back burner, right? So and I'll say another one. Um, get get one or two people who can listen to you and also can hear you out. You know, when you have these situations, like for me, I had two good friends of mine. Um, One of them actually helped me with landing a personal training job to when I was applying to get myself out of this warehouse worker situation, right? So I went from warehouse
Mhm.
worker to now personal trainer. Um, I didn't get there until a friend of mine helped me through that process to apply, and he was on my butt to constantly apply to several options, right? So several positions, and and just doing that. And like there was another friend of mine who was trying to help me out. Like I told about my whole this credit card situation. So just have people who can hear you out, but also try to manifest it that you're going to work on those things with those people.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's those are my words of
That's
encouragement, man.
for
That's
real.
what I
Let's put it
got.
into action. Let's put it into action.
Yeah, put it in action. All right, we're gonna sign off. Hopefully, you got some of this resonates with y'all. Again, this is an update where we're at for this summer. Friends is about to graduate, take care of these finals. I'm holding a job that I like. Yeah, man, put those fists up. We got this, and we'll catch y'all on the next episode. So take care of yourselves and see you soon.